What's going on, everybody? It's Kevin Trades here, and today we're going to be going over one simple tip that can boost your win rate instantly. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I'm assuming that if you're watching this video, you're getting stuck in your trading journey, whether that means you're getting break-even months, severely red months, just barely breaking even, having small green months, the list goes on. So I'm going to be giving you guys the one solution that can bring you to profitability if you're in these stages. The most important thing in trading is to understand that less is more. If you're currently in the break-even stage, slight green, slight red, big red, whatever it is, you need to focus on prioritizing trading certain things that you're comfortable with. Now, what do I mean by that? When I say trade only the things that you're comfortable with, I mean stick to the setups that you're comfortable with. Stick to the stocks that you're comfortable with, and avoid over trading and revenge trading at all costs, right? So the one simple lesson that's going to instantly boost your win rate in today's video is that less is more. Once you can fully process that less is actually more, you'll begin to see better results from your trading. Now, what do I mean by this? Maybe you have a full list of stocks that you like to trade. For example, Apple, AMD, Amazon, ARM, AVGO, Boeing, things like that. You have a big list, 10 to 15 stocks. Correct? And you only get the best results from 3 of those stocks, for example, Apple, AMD, and Amazon, then you need to filter out everything on your watch list except for Apple, AMD, and Amazon, right? Statistically, according to your journal, if you go and look, according to past historical data, that you perform best on these 3 stocks, then you should only put all of your focus every day into those 3 stocks. Now, granted, there might not be a setup every day, correct? But having a cash day is much better than losing money on a stock/setup that you don't trade at all. You're preserving mental capital and money for the A+ setups that are going to come to you. And what do I mean by A+ setups? For example, maybe you like to play divergence breakouts on key levels, right? And you can find those setups every other day on Apple, AMD, and Amazon, right? So you're going to shift all of your focus onto those 3 stocks, right? This even goes for setups. I want you guys to find one setup that you're super comfortable with and ignore everything else, right? For me personally, that's flat tops and flat bottoms. And my personal top 3 stocks are Meta, Nvidia, and Tesla, right? So I've come up with the system of eliminating everything else from my watch list and only focusing on Meta, Nvidia, Tesla, and having flat tops and flat bottoms. If those aren't on my watch list for the day, I'm not even going to bother taking a trade. Now, yes, I'm going to sit in front of the screen and get screen time. Just because I have no setups in front of me doesn't mean I'm going to not show up every day, right? So we just talked about how less is more, right? You want to focus on one setup that you're super comfortable with according to past historical data that brings you the best returns and eliminate everything else. Focus on that one setup and take pride in it. Master 2 to 3 stocks or even 1, just find something you're really good at and eliminate everything else. You want to focus on what you're best at. I'm going to give you an example, right? For example, Michael Jordan, the best basketball player, right? Do you think Michael Jordan is shooting 100 basketballs into the net every single day and then shifting over to soccer, kicking goals into the net, and then shifting into tennis, hitting the racket 100 times? No, Michael Jordan is completely focused on one thing only, and that's basketball. He practices what he knows he's best at, and then he tries to get even better, right? Imagine trying to be a basketball player, a hockey player, a soccer player, and a muscle bodybuilder, right? You can't be working on all these times and expect to be great at all of them, right? You have to take things one step at a time. Focus on perfecting one thing and then move on to the next. Maybe once you have become an expert in one certain setup and one certain stock, maybe then you can add another setup and then focus on that, right? I'm going to use a quote from Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times," right? And it's the same concept in trading. I need you guys to understand that you're directly competing with people who are the best, people that have studied the markets their entire lives, people that make millions. You need to be just like them. You need to be an expert in what you perform the best in. Just because you perform good in something doesn't mean you need to stop working on it, right? You need to continue working on that craft and become the absolute best in the game, right? If you can master one setup, a couple stocks, you're golden. You don't need anything else. That's all you need. Less is truly more in trading. And once you understand that, you'll get past that break even, small red, small green, and you'll come out of that stage, right? Because you're focusing on the things that you're best at. The things that you're truly best at are going to give you the best returns in this game. So going forward, focus on only 3 stocks that you're super good at reading at and only focus on one setup that you perform the best at. Now, just because other traders have multiple different setups doesn't mean you need to go and focus on those other setups as well. Personality really matters in trading. What I can do best may not be best for someone else, right? So you need to take that into account and focus on yourself and do what you're good at and become an expert. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the Stock Hours YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.